Are you sick and tired of losing every single gunfight no matter what you do? Are you frustrated that you can't beat a guy with a snub nose when you have a fully kitted out M60? This video is going to show you 7 ways you can win more fights and have more fun in Apocalypse Rising 2. But before we get started, head on over to the comment section and tell me what your favorite gun is. I'll be highlighting a few of these comments in my next video. Tip number 1 is joining the correct server. Before you even load into the game, one of the most important things to do is to make sure you are on the correct server. Thankfully, DualPoint is finally doing something correct by creating a server list where you can choose where to play. But for now, it takes a few times hopping around to find the right server. Typically, the play button puts you in a server with low ping, but not always. For example, I live in Florida and there's a server in Miami, but it usually puts me in Virginia. The Virginia server has 60 to 80 ping, which is decent. Miami ping is usually 20 to 50, but it's always full. So do your best, ping is important. High ping means it takes longer for your character's information to reach the server, so you or the enemies can be in a completely different spot than what it shows in the game. Tip number 2, third person is your best friend. Third person is a fantastic way to peek corners and look over objects to get a good idea where the enemy is without exposing yourself. You can also increase your field of view in third person by putting your weapon away and zooming out. You should spend most of your time in third person to always have an advantage. Tip number 3, don't challenge unless you have to. I'm a victim of taking battles I have no reason to take. I see a good player and I immediately think I could take him on with my camp carbine in 14 shots. And that's typically not the case unless luck is on your side, and smart people don't rely on luck. So, take fights that you honestly think you can win. If you're losing a battle, there's no harm in running away to get a better vantage point, or even just to survive. Yes, you'll get roasted in the chat by Butterball56, but who cares about that guy?
There's 2?
Yeah, there's 2. 3. Kill 2. Oh my god!
Tip number 4, control your recoil. I always get roasted for using single shot on almost all of my weapons, and people have a good reason to. However, recoil can and will lose battles for you. Combining bad ping and players teleporting all over, it's smart to be patient and not blow your load before the battle even starts, because now you're stuck reloading, and we all know how often reload canceling can happen, so reserve your shots and control that recoil. Some of you gamers are way better at mouse control than I am, and it shows.
Here.
That is a team.
He's one shot, bro. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, you're lasering them. Carefully don't fall off.
I fell.
My gosh. Yo! Ho! Heal.
No!
Yeah, there's 2 more of them. I was like, make sure you don't fall off.
They're all dead!
Tip number 5, always have full health. Did you jump off a roof and take 15 damage of health and just forget to pop a ration to top off? I know I do that way more often than I would like to admit, but now you're getting into a 1v1 situation and you have 85 health and the opponent most likely is full health with a health booster. So you better bob and weave and hit all headshots or you're spawning on Huron and taking the swim of shame over to the prison where you belong.
I hit him 20. I hit him hard. Yeah, you got him. Nice, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Tip number 6, loot faster or die. It feels great to eliminate a geared player and immediately run over to him and check out his loot to see he's got a katana, L9, G3, and military rations up the wazoo. Yes, of course, loot the body, but for the love of God. And I'm talking to my duo Black Method. Organize your inventory in a safe location. I can't count how many times Black Method is organizing his inventory and the person he had just eliminated is back with a vengeance and a snub nose, and he's twiddling his thumbs in the inventory. I'm guilty of this too, so loot quickly and organize somewhere safe. Tip number 7, gunshots always equals more players. You hear gunshots, right? So does your enemy. It's a good rule to always assume people will show up either during or after your fight. Once you win the battle, the war is just beginning. A clown is going to show up, 3 people on a boat are going to show up, and all the zombies are going to be chasing you. So be ready to loot fast, reposition, and re-engage, and make sure your clips are reloaded too. Here's a bonus tip. Play in a group. I know most of you plebs have 0 friends like I do, but a great way to stay alive, have fun, and win battles is to play in a group. As a solo or duo player, I can tell you how difficult it is to take on a team of 3 to 5 players when they are zerg rushing like Leroy Jenkins with no care for their own well-being. So team up in the Discord and hop in a vehicle so Black Method and I can mow you down and get a satisfying quadruple kill. Now before we end this video, what are some tips that I left out that you think will help players win more battles and have more fun in Apocalypse Rising 2?